How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another live stream repair. We've got the usual couple of HomePods to get fixed up. The first one here from Brett with, I believe, no bass. Yep. Let's go ahead and plug this in. Take a quick listen for ourselves. Ooh, yeah. Ugh, that does smell funny. That smells absolutely roasted.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
And an obvious lack of bass. So based on the smell alone and the email that Brett sent us, they said that it made a loud popping noise before it stopped producing bass. I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess. We've got some out of control DC offset as a result of our filtering capacitors going bad, and it probably roasted the subwoofer speaker because DC voltage is not good for your speaker. And I can take a confident guess as to that's what's going on by the smell alone. The internals are completely sealed, so if you can smell anything, it's either coming from the subwoofer or the display or logic board on top. And that definitely smells like roasted copper coil. Oh, don't make me break it back out here, okay? So what this will likely need are, of course, new filtering capacitors. Those are on the amplifier, of course. And new subwoofer speaker from the smells of it. Hopefully it didn't damage anything else on the amplifier. Oh, the smell is just getting stronger. But the subwoofer looks and feels fine so far. That doesn't mean it isn't still bad. We'll get a good look at that voice coil once we get this all off. Ooh boy, oh, I'm not even gonna bother smelling that. I can smell it from here. That is purple. That is bluish purple, and it should be a nice copper color. So, I think we were right on the money with our diagnosis. Let's carry on. We want to rectify the reason why that bass speaker had a meltdown. Okay. Surprised to see our 10 ohm resistor next to the subwoofer connector is in perfectly fine shape. Everything else, honestly. Let's go ahead and see what it does with just another bass speaker before we do anything else. Alright, so our bass is working again with just another bass speaker, but as we can see On the bottom right hand corner of our screen there, we've got that number in red. That is a readout from the multimeter connected to our subwoofer speaker here, which is of course connected to our amplifier. And 500 millivolts and continuing to grow is a really nasty amount of DC voltage to have on your speaker. That is almost certainly why their bass speaker had a meltdown. So let's get that corrected. We're gonna replace the filtering capacitors on this amplifier that are supposed to keep that DC voltage under 50 millivolts, not 500 millivolts. That's really bad. And it's just going to continue to get worse as they continue to fail. And the warmer they are, and they also suck more too. So we're going to flip this around, get up close. And there is the root of our evil. Hello, Sophie. Welcome back to another stream. So, these are the filters. More than likely, only 1 or 2 of them have gone bad, but we're going to get all 4 of them replaced with brand new ones of the same part number. Not the same part that Apple used, but our same part that we use as replacements. We don't want to mix and match these filters up. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the new trigger word for the voice assistant in the latest OS 17 update. I haven't turned it on and I probably won't. I get enough false positives and false triggers with hey in front of it enough as it is. But I know plenty of people who are very excited for that, so more power to them. I just wish we could make it whatever we want. Okay, all we did there was just put some flux on those pads and some fresh solder down. We're gonna put a little more flux on there. Get our new caps. And go to town. Oh, beautiful. So good looking. Okay, that should fix the majority of their problems. Let's get this back together enough to test it out, make sure that our DC offset is under 50 millivolts. Then we can put this back together with a new bass speaker, and they'll be good to go. All right. First check. Seeing if we got that offset under control. Oh, yes, we did. That is excellent. What the hell? Oh. Stupid, 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 stupid. Let me turn Bluetooth on. Or Bluetooth off. Turn my freaking Wi-Fi off. There, because apparently you can't have the camera open when a HomePod that's factory reset turns on nearby. It kills the camera. That is an excellent offset. So we can put this back together now. And here we have a fresh subwoofer. I am willing to smell this, and it smells fantastic. Far better than Brett's poor old subwoofer. This, in combination with their new filters, will get them going again. And it'll keep them going for a long time. I forgot to mention while we were in there, I did take a peek at the Schottky diode. That's the part that commonly fails and causes no power. And they are in the clear. Theirs has a date code of 1742K outside of the range of diodes that fail. So they just needed filtering capacitors and that subwoofer speaker. Let's see if that did the trick.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Beautiful.
I'm having...
Alright. Brett's got their bass back. And we've got one other here tonight to get fixed. This one is from, I believe, Chris. Dead HomePod with no power. Alright. Let's get their name up on the screen. Any common issues with the second gen yet? Not that I've heard of. Not that I have heard of. Which is good. Hopefully they've got everything ironed out. Short of a user, an end user way of restoring the software. It seems like they've got them sorted out. I do notice, before we crack this open, I want to point it out, there is a little tiny crack on the plastic here. Right there. So we need to be careful when we're prying this top plastic up that we don't make that worse. Anyways, before we get to prying, let's go ahead and check our symptoms first with a known good power cable. Yep, it's not doing anything, it's not lighting up here. And it is pulling 6 watts of power from the wall. So this does look like that no power dead diode issue that we were just talking about earlier. Let's get it open and find out. Oh, there's a few cracks on here. Okay. I see you. Okay. Cool. We did not make our cracks any worse. Not that they were really noticeable in the first place. You had to really look for them. I'm always nervous working on these with the cracked tops. If I make it worse, I do replace it. And as you can imagine, ones in good condition still are getting harder to come by. Which one has better or louder bass, first gen or second gen? Based on my initial impressions, it's been, I only did an initial audio comparison on the launch version of their software. I haven't done a recent comparison, and supposedly they have improved the sound quality since my initial review. But in my initial review, I felt like the first gens had overall more raw power, but the second gens had like a tighter, cleaner, more responsive bass overall. And it's hard for me to tell with mine because I've got them mixed in with first gen. I've got my second gens mixed in with the first gens, so. And usually the baby's watching Bluey, so I can't sit there and do comparisons. Gosh, I really need to do my review on this Sing Cell too. There it is. We've got 1746K this time. Let's get that replaced. Let's see if it works. We've got power. Let's let it boot up and we'll make sure we've got good clean sound and that this one doesn't also need filters. I don't feel like doing more filters, please. Yes. Let's go. have it, folks. That is everything fixed up today for sure. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or check out the website, nixfix.com.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Play.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Dismiss
For
Siri.
more info, check the Home app.
Alright, volume buttons light up nice and even. Sounds good. Obviously, we've got power. That's it. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream repair, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.